Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be looking at the mean. So it's an example question on the mean. So if we remember, the mean was equal to the average. So I've got this question here. It says, what was the mean temperature in Beachside? So here's my backing story. I went away for 2 holidays. So I went to Flattown for 3 weeks and Beachside for 3 weeks. And I gathered all this data on temperatures. And what I want to do is I want to use my data on Beachside and calculate the average temperature which I experienced in Beachside. So because I'm doing the average for Beachside, I can pretty much ignore Flattown. So we can get rid of Flattown and we're just going to use the data which we have for Beachside. So you'll notice that I have a stem and leaf plot on the left and it's been ordered. So all of the numbers are in order. So what we need to do is we need to work out this mean using our ordered data. So when we remember, we had the formula for the mean, and that was equal to the sum, and this big sign here just means the sum, so add them all together. The sum of our values divided by the number of values, the total number of values. So to calculate the sum of our values, what we need to do is we need to add up all of the values which we have in our Beachside. So we need to add up all of the temperatures. And to do that, what we do is we just go straight to the Beachside data and we read all of the temperatures which we had. So if we remember, this column down the center is our tens column, and over here we have our units. So the way we read this plot is we see that we have a tens column of 1 here and a units of 15, so our first number will be 15. So what we're doing is we're going through and we're going to read all of these values off our table, and then we're just going to add them all together. So the way that would look like is this. So our first value will be 15. Our second value will be this 1 plus 7, which will be 17. So we can tick those two off. Our third value will be this 1 plus 8, which will be 18. Our fourth value, 1 plus 9. Our fifth. And I've got 21 values, so if you just follow along, I'll do this as quickly as I can. We just add all of these together like this. So this is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, but I'm up to 28 now, which is here. And we add 29, we add another 29, 32 is our next value, 33, and our last value of 38. So what we need to do is we need to just add all of these together. So you can just do that with a calculator, and that comes out to be 509. So the sum of all our values is 509 degrees Celsius. Next thing we need to do is we need to get the number of values, and then we'll just put both of these into our equation. So the number of values. So I told you that I went away for 3 weeks and I observed the temperature every day. So that's one way we could do it. I know that in 3 weeks there would be 21 days. But what we can also do is we can count the data. So we can just go through and we can count the data. So just count the observations. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we had 21 observations, which equals to 3 weeks. So then the way we calculate this mean, and remember that sometimes we'll denote the mean as this x bar, is we would just divide our sum of values by our number of values. So our x bar would be equal to the sum of our values, which was 509 degrees Celsius, and we would just divide that by our number of values, which was 21. So all we do to get the mean is we solve this out, and we'll find that our mean is equal to 24.24 degrees Celsius. So that's how we calculate the mean from an ordered stem and leaf plot. Thanks guys, I'll see you next video.